welcome to Nick and Kristen in the podcast. I'm Nick. That's Kristen. This is the podcast. We're off and rolling, and I am back. I survived. I went to the zoo today with my daughter and 100,000 other children.
Yes, I am dying to hear really all about this because I haven't really heard this story yet.
Yeah, so first of all, I thought it was just our school that was going to the zoo. It was not. It was every school in the district.
What?
So as I was sitting there waiting for them, because I went independently. So I drove and I parked. Loads of parking. I've never seen this much parking there. And I got there and like 4 buses pull up. I was like, all right, time to go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wrong school district. Everybody got out. I was like, oh, that's not our schools. And then those went away. And then 4 more buses came in. And those kids unloaded. Those weren't our school either. And then 4 more buses.
Oh my gosh.
Then 4 more buses. I was like, oh my God, everybody's here today. And then finally our school came and we got off. And I was lucky because it's 4 kids to 1 parent.
Okay.
And I was the extra. So I had 2 parents to 4 kids. So it worked out well.
That's good.
And it was pouring the whole time.
I know.
It's like on the way there, it was raining. It was kind of like just a spittle drizzle. Like if you've ever lived or been to the Pacific Northwest, it doesn't really like rain.
Yeah.
It's just always wet.
Yeah.
And there's always something coming down. Like you can wear a hood, or a lot of people don't even wear the hood. And you just you get wet. And it progressively got worse as the day went on.
Yeah.
And it turned out all right. I brought 3 umbrellas with me so that I could protect all the kids, because I don't know. After going to these last couple events, I've realized that not all kids have clothes that are waterproof.
Yeah.
And I thought I should bring something just in case my kids are wearing something not waterproof.
Right.
And it turned out that one of my kids wasn't prepared for this at all.
Yeah.
Immediately got their shoes wet. They were soaked, or like they would have been soaked if I didn't give them an umbrella. And but everybody, listened.
That's
Nobody
good.
was crazy. Major growth for me from last year to this year.
Well, did you tell any kids that this is why nobody likes them?
I did not.
Oh my gosh, that is a growth from last year, because that's something you said to a kindergartner.
I was so proud of myself. Last year, I pretty much...
Not pretty much.
Well, no.
What did you say exactly verbatim again?
Well, he was being a dick. And he was being a bully, and I said, like, look, bro, this is why nobody likes you and nobody wants to play with you.
Nick.
So I know that's fine. I did much better this time. I had kids that were well behaved, and we kept it all together. So I'm proud of me for
not scarring any children.
Not scarring any children this year.
That's nice. Good job.
I didn't yell at anybody.
Wow, this bar is like in
know.
hell.
I'm just saying. It was good for me. I've grown since the last year.
Gosh,
so.
what's second grade going to bring? Are you going to say good job to one of the kids?
Maybe. I might be like helpful even. Who knows?
Oh my gosh.
But it went okay.
What? Tell me about the other parent that came.
The other parent was it was nice. It was a guy.
Did you meet like friends? Did you talk
no.
Is this a buddy that could possibly be buddies? You spent all day at the zoo together.
No, I didn't ask any questions. I didn't talk to him about anything. His kid was there. I was like, well, oh no, I did. I said, which one's yours? And he said, the little one. I said, oh, okay.
I know, but like you had a moment.
Yeah.
Where you had another adult and you were forced in a situation where you had to spend 3 hours with each other.
Yeah.
You didn't say hey, what's been your experience at the school so far? Does your kid seem to like it? What do you think of the teacher? Like did you start any conversations?
No, it wasn't that kind of visit. We had 4 children that we had to keep track of, and they're loud and they run. And so we never got to there was never just strolling as the kids looked at the polar bears. We were all like, okay, let's keep this moving. We got 3 hours to get through this.
Yeah, but it's not a big zoo, the Oregon
Zoo.
You can do it in like an hour.
We did it in perfect timing. So
really?
we went through and saw everything. And everybody saw all the animals, saw the elephants, saw all the things we wanted to see. And then at the end, we got to play in the little play area.
Oh, okay.
And then during that time, I had to pee. And so
you didn't get a chance to talk to that guy?
Yeah. I know he works at a school.
Okay.
Because he said that.
Oh, I work at a school. And you were like, I bet he works at a school.
I was like, oh, cool.
Context clues.
And then our friend Nikki was there, and she's like, what school? I was like, oh, that's a good question.
So, okay, because I asked you this question, like when you got home, I said, I'm just envisioning poor our teachers, our kids' teacher,
Yeah.
being like, "All right, everybody, we're going to the next exhibit.
And
We're
you,
going to
like,
see the
follow the
polar
little
bears."
flag
Yeah, like
kinda
the
thing?
flag, like this is so and so's class.
Yeah.
And you were like, "No, the kids just ran off." And I was
No.
like, "What do you mean?" And you were like, "Oh, we were just in charge of 4 kids all day. We
Yeah,
didn't
that's
even
how
see
these-
the teacher."
That's how these all are. So when we went to OMSI, the museum last year, it
Yeah.
was like, here's your 4 kids. See you at 1:30.
I just don't know if I'm okay with that.
Why not?
Like, because I don't know who this parent is.
Well, I'm with one of the kids. Well, if you cared enough, you'd volunteer.
Well, I know, but like,
But yeah.
what
I know
I'm
people
saying
don't
is
have
like
time.
next year for second grade, like I
Yeah.
don't know what the field trip is, but like imagine both of us are busy
Yeah.
and she has to go and there's another chaperone. Like it just feels weird to me that like she's just gonna go off with some random person.
Yeah, they're all in the building still. Like they can't go anywhere. You're in charge of them. They know who they are. So it's not
I know, but they don't have
it's
any
not a
personal
random person.
affinity for my child. They'll be like, "Oh, I lost one.
Yeah, well,
I lost that the
teacher's
tall
gonna get
one,
mad
the
at
one
them.
mouthy one."
That's it. The teacher's gonna get mad if they lose them.
Yeah, I know, but
And
what are they gonna do
know-
about it at that point?
Well, they're gonna find
like,
them. Hopefully,
don't do that again.
Yeah. Well,
we could sacrifice
they
that one.
know who these parents are. They have to do background checks.
Yeah, they have
on
to do
them,
background
so-
checks. Like I'm
yeah.
not assuming anyone's gonna like steal anybody, but like
Yeah.
I'm just saying like if
They're
my
distracted
kid
with
has
their
like an
kid, yeah.
accident or something like that, and
That's
they've
the
got
zoo's
3
problem.
other kids, like how are they? You know, it's like, do they pick up my kid? Are they allowed to touch my kid and
I don't know.
like pick them up if they're hurt or?
Well, yeah. So I thought it's somewhere along those lines today because there's things to climb on there,
Yeah.
and it was wet, and they were climbing on them. I was like,
Ah,
sounds like a zoo problem.
oh my gosh.
if
Nick.
they
broke their
fall
front
off
teeth on the
and
polar
bust
bear.
their face on the polar bear, I go, oh no. Sounds like the zoo shouldn't have done that.
The zoo should have closed this
Looks
area
like we're
off.
suing the zoo because they should have known.
Yeah,
So,
I guess.
But
do,
yeah,
did you see any animals?
yeah, they were all out. So
Really?
we saw there was only a couple exhibits where they weren't there, but we saw lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my.
And,
Did you see-
first time I ever saw the bears. It was
Oh,
out in the
really?
rain.
I know. I
Oh,
haven't seen the
Speaking of
bears.
there was some bear crazy stuff happening today.
What do you
so
mean?
we walk up. One of the first things you see is like the bear.
Yeah,
exhibit.
it's like the Pacific Northwest exhibit.
Yeah, you walk up bears, right? I've been there 8 times, never seen
Never seen one
a
bear.
Today I saw 3 walking
I
around.
didn't even know there was 3.
Walking around on the bears. There's 4.
What?
So I think I don't know. There was 3, and then by the time I got from one side of the bridge to the other side of the bridge, everyone's like, "Hey, look, a bear!" He had climbed all the way up. I'd say 10 stories, a tree. He was. I was like, "Where?" And they're all the way at the top
in that tree, man.
of the tree. This big black bear was. And I said it out loud. Only one parent heard me. I was like, I hope he gets down slowly, and he's not going up there because he hates living in the zoo.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like, ugh, this is the only place I can get quiet.
It's like I hope he gets down in a calm manner.
Yeah, he doesn't
and
toss
doesn't-
himself off the tree. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
pretty much. And it doesn't fall, it doesn't jump. I don't know what happened, but I know that I didn't hear any clearing
You
out
didn't
of
hear
the
any.
zoo.
Oh my gosh, the bear!
I can't take it anymore. Yeah.
I know that bears can climb trees,
I did know that,
but I
yeah.
didn't know that they climbed so high.
I didn't realize that either, but this one, no one seemed concerned, but I doubt that they would show concern.
They're like,
Those trees are there for them to climb.
yeah, I'm assuming,
So
right?
I'm assuming if a bear climbs a tree in the woods, it knows how to get down. So
Yeah, I mean, did
Yeah.
you see the goats?
yeah, they were all wetting into the side. Like a lot of them were kind of off to the side.
The mountain
Everything was
goats.
under the water.
That's the like only animal I ever see
With
at
the
the
goats.
zoo.
I saw the tigers. We saw
The,
lions.
the tigers are always kind of
Yeah.
out.
We saw the polar bear. Very
The polar
up and close.
bears active.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. We saw bald eagle flying. All sorts of stuff
Oh,
happening. So it was
neato.
pretty cool. Yeah. And Lily had a good time. And the teacher was like, you can take yours home if you want. And I was like, nah. I was like,
Why would I do that?
put her back on the bus. Take
Put her on the bus
She's
and
like,
she can
"Oh,
spend
you
another
know,
day at school. Well, but there's nowhere to sign her out. How would
it's
that
true.
be okay?
And turns out she was sitting next to the teacher. Our daughter was sitting next to the teacher. And so I was like, oh, that's why you wanted me to take her.
She's like, I just wanted to be kind of quiet.
She just wouldn't stop asking questions.
Well, and it's funny because she came back with a book.
Yeah, so she wrote a
My
book.
Day at the Zoo book. I wonder if the teacher gave her that assignment to kind of squelch the talking on the bus. 'Cause
Knowing
Lily's
Lily,
a talker.
Knowing Lily, I doubt it. I think this was her idea 100%.
I know,
think
but
that
where'd she get the paper from?
Well, she went to the classroom for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And so she started her book there.
Oh, okay.
And that's where I was like, oh, okay, I bet you this was like her project because it's not like she probably had anybody to talk to on the bus. Like, I don't know if she has friends on the bus.
Well, I don't know who all went, but I mean, she's
class,
she's very
so-
chatty. She makes friends.
Yeah, she knows
Everybody
everybody.
loves Lily.
Everyone seemed really nice. Everyone seemed to like Lily while we were walking.
Oh
around,
yeah,
so
everybody likes Lily.
Yeah.
But she talks quite a bit, and especially if the day after the zoo. But all the kids talk, you know. But Lily's just like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr." Like,
Yeah.
and
And
so
they
if
must be-
she
yeah,
was
they maybe
sitting
they
next
all
to a grown up, I'm sure that grown up was just like,
Yeah.
"Be quiet."
Glad you're going away. So yeah, it was, but successful.
Okay.
I didn't take any pictures during. I said I was going to take document. Here's me getting wet at the. I didn't have
Right.
time to take pictures of me at all. So it was very much like, let's go.
I know.
All right, come on, move it along.
I
Move it
texted
along.
you and I didn't hear from you for like an hour. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, what's going on out there? And like, I worked all day. And like every time I went to go get a client, I have to walk by this window to get to the waiting room or whatever. And the first time I walked by, it was like slightly drizzly. I was like, oh, that's not so bad. And then like I did an hour and then I came back and it was like kind of raining. And I was like, okay, this is starting to get miserable. And the next time it was just like pouring. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, maybe it's not pouring in Portland, even though it's only like 20 minutes away from here.
Yeah, by the end of
So-
the day, it was raining.
Yeah, it was significant. You could hear it.
Yeah, but on the drive home, I got another classic adventure
Oh.
of Nick Steele. I was driving home, and if you don't, so mirrors. I learned a lot of things about mirrors when I was younger. Mainly, the one thing is that the angle of incidence equals the angle of reflection.
Okay.
Which means that if I can see you in the mirror, you can see me in the mirror.
Sure.
And so you may not know that in
That's
your
why the
car.
truck drivers always say, if you can't see me, my mirror, I
Yeah.
can't see you.
Exactly. And if you have a mirror on your side mirror in your car and you look over and you can see the face of the person behind you, they can see everything that your face is doing.
Sure.
And I saw this person stuffing their face and picking their face. As I was driving, sitting in traffic, I was wondering why the person in front of me was kind of really not staying in the lane a little bit.
Okay.
At one point, she was flossing her teeth,
There's no way.
and then she
Really?
was eating an apple. I was like, "You
On the
eating an apple?"
highway?
Yeah, I was like, you eating an apple?
Was the flossing before? Because I would
Yes.
feel like the
I
flossing
thought that
should
was
come
weird, too.
after.
I was like, and she didn't floss afterwards. Instead, she picked her nose. So she
Ew.
was picking her nose, picking her teeth, eating an apple. And I like full face in them. It felt like I was watching a TV show where
She's
they
like,
set the
look at
angle
me
up.
while I do it.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if you've seen that Cat Williams meme. You know I can see you, right?
No, I haven't seen that. But yeah, I mean, she probably doesn't know, right? And she's
Yeah,
probably
I know.
oblivious. Like, why is anyone looking at me? Whatever. I do
Yeah.
weird stuff in the car, nothing like that.
And then it said new driver. There's a sticker on the back that said new
Aw.
driver. And so that's why I thought she was swerving. But I think they sell those at the DMV. Like they must give them to
Yeah,
everybody.
They must give them away.
And people use them to make excuses for them sucking.
Every
And-
third car is a new driver out here.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is,
It's
and
the
they're always
weirdest
the
thing.
worst, which
Yeah.
makes sense. But I'm like, stop excusing your poor behavior. You're a
Yeah.
new driver, sure, but get better then.
Yeah, if anything, it makes me want to challenge you.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, all right, well, what are you going to do if I do this?
Okay, so your story reminds me of like, what's the weirdest thing you've seen while driving?
Okay.
And I've seen somebody eat cereal out of a bowl with a spoon, and it had milk in it.
I feel like that was me.
And I just remember like passing this person and being like, how are you doing that? Like
impressive.
it's not an on the go food. An
It's not.
apple is fine. I mean, because it's a
You
handheld
only need
food.
one hand, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's like, it's gross though, right? You got to touch everything afterwards. Because like apples,
Oh, well, you just twist
I know,
it
but
around.
you get hands, it gets all sticky.
But
and
are you
appley.
putting it in the cup holder afterwards? Like,
Yeah.
how are you wrapping
Does she
the
just
core?
toss it into the
Or
road?
she's just
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat all of it.
Might as well.
But it's like if at any given moment, especially after coming home from like a Little Caesars, you're gonna find me with a slice of pizza in my hand.
100%.
That's a handheld,
That's a handheld pizza. Yeah,
a
the handheld
handheld food. A burrito, taco, not so much because of the crunch and
Taco's
the
tough.
Taco's
Yeah.
tough, right?
I have done a soft taco on the road because
Yeah.
they're in the bag in Taco Bell.
Quesadilla is a little challenging.
Nah, quesadillas.
I mean, it depends on where it's from, right?
Yeah.
And how warm it is. But like, I've never the bowl of cereal threw me.
And isn't
That's like eating
like,
ramen.
That's like the expert level. Yeah. Oh man, if I saw somebody eating ramen, I would just appreciate it. I would just
I know.
like, well done.
I know.
Well
that
done.
would be wild. Yeah. What would be the other worst thing that you could see?
I don't know.
Steak.
Corn on the cob.
Yeah, because you'd have to have it.
You'd have to have a
you
little-
drive with the steering wheel here, and you'd have to go like that.
Yeah, and you'd have to have the little things that poke in. Because if you did it with your hands,
it'd burn.
it'd be like
And buttery.
and then you just be like wiping it off.
Somebody's got a full seafood boil next
Yeah.
to them.
But I have eaten a full cheeseburger, and
Oh, but that's
and-
handheld.
yes, not the big ones. And then I've eaten chicken McNuggets and sauce. So
Yeah,
like,
your
I've done
your
the nut-
sauce
I've-
kills me
I've
because
done-
you've got to be like, well, I need the condiment dipping sauce, and I'm like, all right, we're driving.
You put it in the bag in the box with it, and then you dip.
Yeah.
And you eat, and then you put fries in. Yeah, so that's hard.
Well, the 4th of July is coming. Can we all make a 4th of July resolution that we'll try corn on the cob in the car at least one time as a driver?
Barbecue chicken and corn on the cob. I think that we have to try because if we
Chicken
could,
wing in one
if we could stick
hand.
it on a stick and you can eat it like this, that would be fine. But it's the two hand. You gotta do that.
I can't eat corn on the cob like that.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta cut it.
That's the best way to do it. I know it gets in your teeth and everything, but it does make it.
No, it's
just,
nice.
It makes it better.
I understand.
I don't know what it is. Yeah,
but I don't want to
so.
knock out my 2 front teeth.
The first time you cut it, I was shocked. I'd never seen anybody do that before.
You take
You're
the
like,
corn
you cut
and
it off.
cut
I was
the-
like, is that how they get the corn off of there?
I mean, not for like normal people, I'm sure, but like I have a problem biting into things.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
very, very sensitive of my 2 front teeth.
Yeah, which
because,
is weird because I've had my teeth knocked out and you haven't.
Yeah, well, no, I have had my teeth knocked.
Oh, did
so yeah, I've shattered
Oh,
my
that's
2
right.
front teeth before, and so I had humongous teeth, and so this is them filed down. But so now I'm like super duper worried because I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't file it down anymore.
Yeah, mine aren't actual teeth, so I
Yeah.
worry that if I bite into, I haven't bitten into an apple in 20 years.
Yeah, Nick's
Um,
2 front teeth are just spearmint gum.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's like the
It's the little square,
Yeah.
the little
I forgot what
chiclet
those-
gum.
Chiclets. They're just chiclets.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. A challenge to you out there. Eat something weird today.
Go
on
eat
the
something
road.
whimsical in the car. But if
don't
you
say-
get into an accident, this is not my fault.
Don't say you heard it here. That
Yeah.
we didn't actually challenge you. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say this. This should have been the opening, but we are brought to you by
Oh, yeah.
the Vancouver Trash Pandas. Ha ha.
We have a sponsor.
We do. The Trash Pandas. You know what? I'm going to pull up the sponsor thing that I had them send me so that I could read it out loud. So the Vancouver Trash Pandas are a basketball team that are coming to Vancouver, Washington. They're a professional basketball team with the Basketball League, and you can go and support. It's a great family night, and I'm going to read exactly what he said. But the guy that's doing it used to listen to our show, and he reached out, and the plan is for me to be the DJ, the in-home DJ for the games, which
Yeah.
I thought was like the coolest thing ever.
Sure.
I've never done that before.
You were like, how am I going to manage this and my radio career?
Yeah.
And the universe was like, hold my beer, dude. I got you covered.
Don't you fret. Now you got all the time in the world. So they're starting up. They've just got a head coach. They're gonna start putting the team together. This is for like professional level players that just didn't get drafted into the NBA. So it's like high level basketball. And now I'm gonna read you the official sponsor.
This is too much for whatever they're
Well, no,
paying
I just
us.
want to show you, and I appreciate them for reaching out and sponsoring us. So this is our 2-week sponsor. You said get a sponsor. I got us money.
I know, but it's
Hello?
pity money.
It's yeah, but we appreciate all the
Brandon's
pity.
like, oh.
So the Nick and Kristen in the morning. Oh no, God, I take that back.
Oh, Nick
Weird.
and Kristen in the podcast.
Default. Nick and Kristen in the default is brought to you by the Clark County Trash Pandas, a slam dunk for Clark County basketball fans, bringing professional basketball, family-friendly entertainment. Blech.
You are butchering this. Can I do it?
No, you
Give
can-
me it.
All right, Kristen's
You're
got the better
awful
voice.
at
All right,
this.
read that. Nick and Kristen in the podcast, brought to you by the Vancouver Clark County.
No, just,
What
all
does it-
right.
what's the- all right.
Nick and Kristen in the podcast, brought to you by the
You're
Clark
not saying it
County.
with enough enthusiasm.
Excuse me, I'm just
You're
getting to it.
You're just reading it.
Get to stop.
Okay.
Nick and Kristen in the podcast is brought to you by the Clark County Trash Pandas, a slam dunk for Clark County basketball fans, bringing professional basketball, family-friendly entertainment, and commitment to the community we call home. The Clark County Trash Pandas, where community, passion, and professional basketball come together.
See,
I butchered a little bit.
I don't
of
think
it
you need more enthusiasm. So
All right,
you can
well,
choose A or B. I'm going to do it again. I'll just read it slower this time. The Clark County Trash Pandas, a slam dunk for the Clark County basketball fans, bringing professional basketball, family-friendly entertainment, and a commitment to the community we call home. Or the Clark County Trash Pandas, where community, passion, and professional basketball come together.
Comment below which one you liked the best.
I already know the answer, but thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Catch you.